Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, where we were going absolutely hog wild on our good enemy, Zetevika. So it's going to be a fun series of turns here to burn down these outposts and begin conquering her cities. Because really what we want to do is we want to get that score victory, and in order to do that, we need to kind of knock her down a peg. And I think part of doing that is going to be to burn her lands, conquer her stuff, blow up her tiles, ruin her economy. Because we are, I would say, pretty close. Although for some reason I'm like the lowest magic ranking. That's something I don't fully understand, why I'm pretty low in the magic ranking. But we'll be able to sort that out. Most of these armies are going to sit still while I summon them to the front line. We have burnt through a large portion of our economy, kind of doing things. Oh wow, there's a bunch of brigand camps here. Should I go send troops to deal with these? They're going to cause me economic problems if I don't. But honestly, these are in my vassal cities. Do I care? They should deal with them themselves. And if they can't deal with it, then it's not my fault. So we're into what I would consider to be like the ultra late game of an Age of Wonders 4 game. Like we're making over 100 Imperium per turn. We've got over 1,000 mana going out per turn. We've got several thousand gold, like nearly 2,000 gold, 1,500 just from city income. We've got about 2,000 gold. Like we are in the late game as far as I'm concerned. All right, thankfully our enemies have managed to leave a couple of their army stacks out in the open, easily accessible by us. Now I think these guys have been turned to metal and a variety of other things that are going on there, but we should still be able to easily deal with them in an auto-resolve. I doubt I will lose more than a unit here. If I lose more than a unit here, I would be shocked. All right, we lost a Glade Runner and we lost a Tyrant Knight. Those are acceptable auto-resolve losses. I don't really want to sit here and fight those battles because we have Glade Runners and Tyrant Knights coming out the wazunga. And we're going to go ahead and start teleporting our units. This is return the target army to the capital city. Although you're kind of close. No, I'll just teleport you. Get them to the front line. Send them all home. I guess we'll just keep casting these wizard teleportation circles to get all these guys home. There's quite a few armies, but they will all be happily positioned over here now. And we can start looking to take on Rivercourt and Tinwall and all these Zetevika cities. We have 15 turns to win the game, which means if we wanted to win, we could start triggering the Age of Order. Which I think would be kind of a fun idea. Order affinity costs minus 50% mana, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'm going to try to win a score victory. I think that's kind of a little bit more satisfying of a way to win the game in this current situation. The turn timers do take quite a while now that I'm this deep into the game. Rightio. We're about to engage in what is arguably one of the most epic and massive battles in my entire time playing this game, and I'm not going to auto-resolve them. You guys got super mad when I auto-resolved that epic battle, so we will not be auto-resolving this time. Let's go ahead and engage. Looks like a relatively even fight. I do have some things going in my favor, I think, namely that I'm a human and I have a brain. We are fighting a siege, but we have broken the walls and we have a ton of things going in our favor. Like, I think one of the things going in our favor is that they should have like a morale penalty, I think, applied to a lot of their units. I'm really excited for the potential patches and updates that are going to come to this game. So yeah, if I take a look at the morale of some of these units, like Subjugating Raid is already triggered on a bunch of them. So we really need to figure out how to get a bunch of damage here. Now they've cast Mark as Prey on some of these guys. I've got bolt repeaters that can do AoE damage. I think taking out these Druids of the Cycle, these guys are really dangerous. So these guys are going to be really important to kill because they have an instigate ability and they also have a revive. So we need to get rid of these Druids of the Cycle. So I'm going to concentrate my firepower of my ballistas onto them. And these ballistas are actually disgustingly powerful. They do a lot of damage. I'm going to push my Entwined Protectors forward in defensive formation. And I will push my Scourges behind them. Those shield units will provide us with the cover that we need to do this. So I'll do a Twin Awaken, and I'll blast this guy. That'll weaken him. And we're just going to straight advance. I think we're mostly going to advance towards the center. I've got a hero here, and she has a ton of abilities. I think I'll summon some undead on this side to distract. I'll use her sons to fight this right side, but otherwise I'm going to move my actual army to the left to fight in the center. So let's make these little plants as you do. Any summons will be going forward here with a view to act as a distraction on the right side. Now on the left side, we have a lot of Glade Runners, so we could do some extremely long range counterfire. I'm not going to put this Eagle Rider in on the front line. They're going to play kind of towards the back. These two guys can move up a little bit. We're going to do maybe some Hunter's Marking, like on this guy, purely so that we can get better bounce attacks on that. So like we'll push one tile to the right and this way we can get a triple attack, boom, boom, or get a double attack rather. And then boom, boom. So he's taking hits, fortify, play defensively. So I probably will get a little bit of AoE damage on me here, and some distractions and all this sort of stuff. But I'm expecting them to have a really good turn this turn, but then I'm expecting them to have basically no other good turns for the rest of the battle. So like they'll get some good AoE stuns, they'll get some good damage, but beyond that, I will not be expecting much from them. Yeah, look at those nice heals. Like, this is going to be their best turn of the battle. That's my expectation here. So they're getting a bunch of counterattack damage. You're defense moding, you're defense moding. You do a nice zap. We need to kill that Druid of the cycle. But again, these are like, what's the word? These are like crappy summons that I don't care like what happens to them. So them doing damage isn't super important. I am going to go ahead and do, I need to like change my spells. I'm going to do an Anthem of Victory, Cause Despair, and like a nice cheap big AoE damage spell, Seismic Shock. So we're going to do an Anthem of Victory, because that'll give us a ton of strength and a ton of morale. Basically, it'll put us in a position to be extremely powerful, sunder their defense, and boom. So big damage. Now I want you to summon... Oh, you got stunned, didn't you? Let me have a look. Looks like she got stunned. That's fine. She's holding this front line with summons. This line over here is a little bit scary. I need to kill this guy. I do have a flank on him. What's his current defense? If I were able to sunder him a little bit more, maybe I could get a one-shot on him. Yeah, the one-shot is perfect. Boom, boom, boom. And the damage transfers over to that archer. This archer is almost already fleeing. So I can probably get away with attacking the unit in front of him or beside him and then bouncing the negative morale to that archer. And by bouncing the negative morale to the archer, he should flee. And so I get max damage on this guy and max morale hits because people are fleeing already. How's the morale looking for some of these other guys? Yeah, morale's already super bad for my enemy. Now, tons of these units got stunned, which sucks. We could entwine some units, or we could sap strength. I feel like sap strength is like really powerful here. We suction off their damage capabilities. I could kill this archer. I think I would rather break this guy's morale. Yeah, look at that. His morale's already almost broken. I'm going to push you to here. And if you shoot him, boom, boom, boom. Now all three of them are fleeing, and the morale on the enemy, look at this morale. It's disgusting what we've just done to them. They're already fleeing nearly. I think if I can get this guy, if I can trigger this 43% chance to make him flee, we win the battle instantly. Yeah, the entire enemy army is routing. So this is the power of being a tyrant with the Tome of Annihilation of the Doom Herald. Like the sheer amount of power you can damage someone's morale with is kind of insane. That is ridiculous what we just did. May as well shoot like poison bolts, make them flee. Who else needs orders? Ah, there's a knight here. Yeah, you just stay pretty. Yep, they're fleeing. So the only things that won't flee will be the things like the golems, which don't have morale. But we should be able to deal with those very easily. All we need to do is see if we can find a hunter. You should be able to shoot him. Boom, boom, boom. 90 damage criticals. Bit of a... Whoa! One of the corpses went a little crazy there. Yeah. The enemy is fleeing the battlefield. That was disgusting. I told you, the enemy would get one good turn and then we'd completely rout them. So really the counter to me right now, I think, is to have the Whiteborn ability so that you can ignore morale. And we're just going to do that again. And completely obliterate dozens of their units in a couple of turns worth of battle. So basically the same plan. We'll push forward with these shield units. They'll use their AoE protection ability. The overlapping shield. That'll provide us with the defense we need. We'll move forward with the scourges. Same sort of move. Let's go here. You know what? Let's just go all out. Aspect of the root. Give you a little heal. Aspect of the root, a little heal. You stand inside the shield zone. We'll come forward with our 3 archers. And I reckon we start blasting those little spiders. Boom. And by killing that spider, actually, we trigger a pretty early morale penalty on some of these guys. Yeah, hit by critical hits. Can you break that wall piece for me? Good job. Can you break that wall piece for me? Good, 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 good. You're going to summon undead. These guys, I'll get them to make some plants. I think we're at a point now where we're just strong enough to go all in on the assault. Blop, blop, blop. And then I want you to blop, blop, blop. Yeah, let's do it. So their morale just dipped. The morale is now low. They're doing a whole bunch of negative status effects. I don't think they're going to be able to kill a unit in a single turn. Okay, they got a couple of stuns off. Transmuters are honestly quite powerful battle mages. Yeah, we take a little bit of counterattack damage. I'm okay with that. All right, the enemy stack has moved. We're going to cast Anthem of Victory. This will give us all the strength and fortune we need. I think if I were to take this archer and I hover over this, we've got a 100% chance to crit. Let's Tracker's Mark this guy. Can you one-shot him? What if I Tracker's Marked him again? Okay, he's out of range. So instead, we're just going to shoot him. Boom, boom, boom. Big damage. Let's Tracker's Mark him to make it easier to kill him. Boom, boom, boom. Already morale should be a bit of a problem for them. Alright, let's Poison Stab for a crit. And then we'll Poison Blast. Big crit. Morale is very low. Just need to trigger some AoE damage, I think. There's a big AoE drop. Boom. And can you... We need to get a couple of kills, I think, here. To trigger some of these guys to flee. So we'll do that. There's a couple crits. Come on, we just need another flee. We've got a decent chance of making them flee here. Need you to break these walls for me. So my skellies can get up and in. Go ahead and make me... Oh, can you make someone act again? Who would I make act again? If I make my tree into act again, this one, he could do a big fat AoE here, potentially setting up for some kills. There's the crit. There's the mass fleeing. Yep, the crits lower people's morale, giving them mass flight. Yeah, nice. We're pogging. That is the second battle, and then the final and third battle. We will still benefit from all these things. I'm going to auto-combat this final one. I think it's pretty obvious that it's a fairly easy fight. Oh, we lost a Glade Runner. That's okay. I don't mind losing a Glade Runner. We can always just rebuild those. I'll put that to the front of the queue. Replace the stacks. Oh, we got our very first Iron Golems. Now, these guys are very, very, very poggers. Now, they don't benefit from any of like the things, but the cool thing is they have Gilded Strike. They have Strike Gold. Deals damage to all gilded units within a 3 hex radius. If they're killed, it heals this unit for 10 hit points. It has Golden Curse. Enemy melee attackers have a 60% chance to become gilded, and it always it has unlimited retaliation attacks against... Oh shit, when it's in a defense mode, it has unlimited retaliation. That's insane. It has a polearm, so at a first strike, charge resistance, damage against, has resourceful vigor. Yeah, these things are insane. It should be like an elite siege breaker, which should be like +2 fortification damage or something, just in my opinion. Yeah, but these things are like insane. All right, let's keep summoning back all these armies that we have over here. One army summoned back. Then I will go ahead and summon another one back. And then we'll finally grab the Wizard Tower Teleportation Circle strategic spell, and we'll teleport the second last army back. I'll finally teleport back my ruler once the city gets converted into a free city. I'm going to use my money to end some of these wars, just like to simplify the strategic situation on the map. Who else? I'm going to get peace with Hartheim. One more turn and I can negotiate peace with them. I think Rivercourt is a vassal of Zetevika, so we'll have to deal with that. I'm curious, am I now officially the first score? I think I just obliterated her entire military, by the way. Oh wow, she's still 2 of 9. But we'll start to take out her economy soon. We'll take on Tinwall. Let's occupy this outpost. We will capture the outpost and we'll start moving the troops to the enemy heartlands. All right, let's get moving. Let's start moving troops in every direction towards her empire. Stacks upon stacks upon stacks upon stacks of iron golems and devastator weapons. And I don't know if I want to force march this turn. I don't have a hero to go here, so let me quickly recruit a hero. Could resurrect this guy. That's 600 mana. That's too much. Let's just hire a hero. Honestly, the hero that I recruit doesn't need to be very good, because I have the items to make him like a god. Astral Enchanter, Magic Origin. That's actually quite good. Beast Trainer, Pragmatic Leader. Let's go for Astral Enchanter. We'll recruit you. Now, I have a ton of items. Let me go through and sort of milk these corpses for free items. You're not a very good milk. Maybe milk isn't the right word to use, but we're selling corpses for better gear. Basically, just to have a big old variety so we can custom build a hero. Okay. What do you do? Yeah, I'll sell your corpse. No, not you. Nope, not you. If the hero has like a decent number of their like item slots filled. Oh, what is that? Staff of Decay. You're actually a good sell. But if the hero hasn't been very much built up, I don't think it's important. Yeah, I think most of these heroes they don't have much in the way of gear. Oh, you have a lot of gear, so I'm selling you. You have pretty good gear too. Okay, so we sold off a bunch of heroes. We got a bunch of gear. Let's have a look at this lady. I'm going to go ahead and adjust your skills. I probably don't like what you've picked. Yeah, I don't like what you've picked at all. Let's go ahead and reset your skills. First things first. Holy Retribution or Summon Undead. So I want to build you as a support hero. I think I still have some of these like special healer staffs. Not the Staff of Decay. The Staff of Blossoms, yeah. Support abilities grant regeneration. So getting regeneration is kind of OP on your support abilities. So that means I'm going to go ahead and take everything that's a support ability. So Twin Awaken, that's 2 stacks of regeneration. Restore, that's another stack of regeneration. Bolstering support. Let's see. I think Inspiring Leader is a great one. Makes your units cheaper. So I'll take those 3 abilities. Then I'll take one more. Defensive training is kind of strong. You've got Inspiring Icon, Precision Training, Endurance Training. Endurance Training is just like an obvious pick in my opinion. A free Golem Assistant is quite powerful. So you've got a bunch of these. Then being able to summon undead is kind of strong. In terms of your hero, you're not a melee unit. So what do we got? A Crown of Ruin. Yeah, I guess you do technically have magic attacks. You've got the... I could give you a Phase Cloak. Would let you teleport around and do things. Chestplate of Vitality, just keep yourself alive. Ruined Leggings for a little bit more resistance. You can't use a mount. Ring of Protection I think is fine. You don't need to do anything, particularly special with you. Oh, Ring of Escape. That's basically a get out of jail free card. Spider Hatchling Bell, Horn of Plenty. Horns of Plenty are good to keep your army healed. Wand of Provocation, Wand of Inversion. Anything that provides summons is always really good. So we'll go for that, and then... The Orb of Seeing, sure. All right, so we just built a hero that's going to be really good at supporting these golden gods. So let's move you up there to escort this golden god. In terms of arcane research, I think the Tome of Astral Convergence is always a good pickup. Arcane Surge is a nice battle magic skill for our heroes. Arcane Maelstrom, Cascading Power, all these things are quite powerful. I also think I'm at a point now where I have so much Imperium that I can do some crazy stuff. Martial Ancestry, boom. We just saved ourselves 600 gold and 400 mana per turn with Martial Ancestry, which gives you a 10% reduction to unit upkeep for every rank a unit has. That's insane. Magic Origin unit upkeep is reduced. Boom. Probably should have had those a while ago. Winning Battle gets you free units. Now we're at a point where we could just start to go completely insane. Immediately summon an army of Magic Origin units. Immediately summon a Bandit army. Immediately summon a bunch of tier 1 units in all of your cities. Gain a free animal every time you annex a province. So we just made our military we just insanely multiplied our military capabilities, basically what I'm trying to say here. And we have a whole bunch of new army stacks that we can continue on and send to the front line. Just complete random overpowered nonsense. That's what's just happened there. Yeah, Materium is pretty good, just saying. Materium I think has the best economic mid game and the best late game. But the problem is, see, the thing is, why would I play for the late game when I could play for the early game? When things are more relevant. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? If I could win the game, why not be strong on turn 10? Do you know what I mean? I think someone's calling me to war. Let me see. Answer call to war. You want to go to war with who? I'm going to wait. I don't want to go to war with Gloomhook now. So I'll wait patiently on that. Finally, we are now number 1 in score victory. Now that we've vassalized Astrolonium. I'm going to go ahead and cast the last summon to summon this army from over here. Now all of my military is here, ready to bear down upon our opponent. I'm going to force march my wizard here to start the siege of Tinwall. We're going to construct bolt repeaters. We'll do a subjugating raid. We'll definitely do a tower bombardment. And we will sabotage their support. I'll start bringing forward my support stacks as well. All of my units just healed to full as they walked through the enemy territory. I'm not really sure what just happened there, but apparently I'm healing by fighting. Not sure. So you and your golden gods, let's go and get this city under siege. We're going to do bolt repeaters, subjugating raid. May as well do a headlong assault and sabotage their support. That'll take 2 turns. Be nice and quick. Nice and quick. And the great thing is we can just pillage our way through enemy territory if we so wish. Next rally is in 4 turns. We're going to do another Giga rally. And the really awesome thing is, as my armies continue to fight, they will get cheaper to maintain. This is what I love about this super ultra late game, is you just become unstoppable. Let's produce some more of those golden golems. Super, super, super good. Super fun to play around with too. All right, let's put the city in a surround. Every unit that we add that has a little bit of siege power will make this city fall slightly faster, which is good. We probably don't need to surround it with this large of an army, but I will because they are reinforcing. Right, I've positioned my army around Rivercourt, and I have so many iron golems that the city is breaking basically instantly. We just finished Arcane Maelstrom. At this point, researching things doesn't matter to me, I guess. It's Arcane Maelstrom. Oh, that was a... I'm going to go ahead and take the Right of the Dreadnought to make all my units stronger. And it would be nice to get Rangers in the next couple of turns. Oh, damn. What the hell are these? Awakeners. That's going to be a very hard battle for us to fight. These are all ultra elite battle mages. I'm pretty sure if I auto combat this, I auto lose because their AoE damage is just disgusting. Yeah, these awakeners are disgusting, but I think I can maybe get some kills if I play it myself. So there's a way to do this. I run off you this way. Sorry. I run the bird off to the left with like the gremlin, and then the rest of my units I push to the right so that we can charge all these awakeners. Because the enemy AI is actually fairly simple. They basically move in a straight line to the closest enemy unit. So this army over here will move to the right while these will all move to the left. And we want them to be the ones who approach us. So let me think about what the best way for me to do this is. If I slow a bunch of these enemies, they'll have a hard time getting over to me to do their damage. We got to keep everyone spaced out so we can't get really efficient hits with their things. So he used the awaken on the left, which is great for me. Yeah, look at this just constant blasting with the AoE blasts that they have. It's really gross what these awakeners can do. I actually think that stacks of awakeners led, like 3 stacks of 5 awakeners led by heroes might actually be the strongest stack possible to be built. Let's go ahead and do the Anthem of Victory to give us a chance. Our goal is to try and get a kill on a couple of these units. Get deep into the forest so they're all distracted. Yeah, I mean, look at that AoE damage. It's kind of gross. I don't know if there's really much we can do against this level of damage that they've got. I think the Awakener is just too strong of a unit. The fact that he can step away, take that attack and like, you know, it's kind of wild. I'll just auto-resolve the rest of this. Like, boom, 2. Yeah, I think the Awakener might actually be the most efficient unit in the game. Auto-resolve wise. It's the scariest unit in the hands of the AI in the game, which is bad for me. It's good for me that they're attacking here because I think I can win this one. This fight I think I can win. So first things first, any summons. Start off by summoning animals. We got ourselves a Thunderhawk. We'll summon Undead. I never want more than 2 units to be able to be getting hit by their AoE abilities. So that kind of forces me to space my units out in a very peculiar formation if I want to avoid that. Like if I go here, we're good. So we're not going to Anthem of Victory. We're going to Despair to try and bring their morale down. And then what we need to do is we need to get as many units into melee range with them as possible. I'm going to mark them for chaos. By being in melee range with them, we'll lower the efficiency of their army by a lot by pinning them and forcing them to take retaliations. We can maybe demoralize this guy. Yep. Get up into here. Can you get a stun? Very nice. So yeah, if they want to get out of our zone of control, they have to. Now these summons, these trash summons, I'm going to stack them all together to make them a really attractive target for the enemy to try to hurt, because I don't care about them if they die. So if I step you forward 2 tiles and I step you forward a few tiles, we can Hunter's Mark this guy and boom, boom, and start lowering his morale. We'll do a little Thunderbird zap. I'll run you forward. I'll overchannel. I'll spur this guy to action. Get that kill. Then I guess I'll condemn you. And then what do we got? Dome of Protection? Sure. I'll try to break their morale again, because if I can get a few of them to flee, it would be nice. Run you forward. What do you got? Restore. Restore him. All right, let's see what they do. So remember, I'm going up against what is arguably one of the scariest stacks in the game. And it's a 2 stack of them. Like, look at that damage. And this is with an ultra late game army. They're even AoEing each other, which is good. Yeah, look at that damage. This is the power of getting right up in their face. I think the only real counter to this is actually the Tyrant Knight. If you can get enough Tyrant Knights up in their face, this does counter the Awakener, I think. Okay, morale's looking bad. Let's do Anthem of Victory so we can start breaking them. You should be able to get this kill. Morale should start to come down. Kill him, and your attack should bounce across. We could trigger a couple of routes if we can. Maybe this can trigger a route. All right, we got 1 route. See who's ready for a route. Maybe you. There we go. Boom. That's the route. I will be chasing these guys down because I want these guys to be dead. I don't want them to be able to make use of these type of units anymore. Not in a million years. These are way too strong. So if I can take out as many of these as humanly possible, then I absolutely am taking that opportunity. There's no universe in which I'm not taking a chance to kill a bunch of these Awakeners before they can flee. And then I guess I'll just high-speed auto-resolve and see what they do. Go ahead and finish him. Perfect. Finish him. Perfect. And can you catch him? Not quite. There we go. So I think we completely stack wiped him. But it cost us nothing. That's the power of having a real army set up for that compared to what happened originally. But we have Broken River Court this turn, and this should be a very easy auto-resolve. Shouldn't even lose a single unit, honestly. Yep. Perfect. River Court will be vassalized and the army will march onwards to the east. I do need to be a little bit more careful with how I set my armies up. I kind of left myself open to being vulnerable to counterattacks. So I need to always make sure there's 3 armies near each other, which I wasn't doing before, because I think any of my 3 armies can beat like an Awakener Giga stack like that, but not if I'm being, not if I'm not being careful. You know what I mean? Care and attention is necessary. 3 turns for Tin Wall to fall. I am first to the score victory. We're producing golden golems. Cities are growing. At this point, I think the economic implications of a city growing aren't very important, but we are getting free units out of it, so I will take it. Torgal the Poison Monger has leveled up. I'll keep pumping him up. I'll take Spur to action so he can give another unit an action. This is going to be a series of gigafights. River Court has been annexed. We're making over 700 cash per turn, and we're going to keep pushing. I may start force marching. I need to hit Lithium, Silver Dam, and Bulwark. Now, where is the node for Bulwark? So this underground passage is here. So we're actually right by the invade her capital city node. Let's force march that, because there it is. We're a couple turns away. We might even be able to get a capital siege on her this before the game ends, which would be huge. So I'll break our armies up into 2 distinct groups. One group heading to Lithium, one heading to the capital. Let's have a look here. What could we cast? Any unit enchantments that I haven't gotten around to doing? I think I have most of them done. Oh no, the game crashed. That might be the end of the campaign. Okay, I'm hoping that it won't crash again when I end the turn. So I'm just gonna like zoom in real close, let things happen, and I think that's a crash. Oh, we made it through. Whatever that was, we made it through. 10 rounds remaining until a score victory. We've got a Giga battle ranking up here at Tin Wall, and I'm expecting a similarly sized battle for the capital city of Zetevika. She must have a sanctuary here that's preventing pillaging, so I'm going to have a look around for that. Let me start to summon some crappy units. Yeah, there's a Spelljammer here somewhere, so I'm gonna summon some zealots on the edge of her terrain to see if I can force march them onto the important tiles. See if I can summon a zealot over here as well. There's the sanctuary, so we can force march onto it and pillage it. And there's another Spelljammer, so we'll get a zealot onto that as well. Now it's likely she will clear that. That's fine. We're going to force march to the Garden of Bliss and pillage it. I'm going to do a lot of force marching here to bring our armies to bear on Lithium. At this point, like, technology doesn't matter. I've just been kind of clicking on something and then not looking at that screen for very long. A new rally has started. I don't think there's much point in me rallying here. But there's also not much point in me not rallying, if you know what I mean. Recruit this to the Throne City. It'll barely even dent my income. Ooh, I hope she doesn't counterattack, because I was planning on fighting off. Okay, this is bad that she's counterattacking, because I don't have access to magic. So I'm going to have to win this battle without Anthem of Victory or any magic spells, because I didn't kill the Spelljammer in this city, because I forgot. I mean, it's fine. We can always just, like, fall back. We have Horned Gods, which are literal gods. We have Rakes of Summons. I don't think we need to fall back, actually. But I'll have a passive turn here and let them come to me. Now, we are going to meet the effects of the Cycle of Winter. So I think we're going to take a 5 damage here, yeah. How often is that? Yeah, then the Cycle of Seasons will come. If you push forward, you can bolt that hero. We'll move all of these guys forward. You are not going to attack, though. Let's get you to summon a speeder. You come forward and zap him. I think we could take out this left side with just these. Go ahead and go into defense mode. And it should be a fairly straightforward removal of their bolstered defense. Shoot him once. We'll do a similar sort of thing. We'll remove his bolstered defense. And then we'll shoot him once. Bang. For the center, we'll push you to the left. You're a War Shaman. May as well give them the benefit. I'll push you up on the right side, Spellbreaker. You go ahead and awaken him. This will make use of these defensively. And we'll flank with you two, and then we'll bring the Horned Guards to the front line. So they're going to counterattack here. I expect them to debuff us a lot and maybe get some stuns off. Okay, those stuns were actually pretty devastating on the left side there. That's okay. I think we are strong enough to resist most of this. The Unicorn Teleporter is kind of scary. But otherwise, I'm not worried yet. We'll see how they stand. The majority of the stuff here in the center is support units. So that's something we have to consider now. I'm pretty sure a lot of my stuff here got stunned. But we need to get up here to kill these archers. take them out. And do I want to do a rally here? Have a little think. A Star Purge would be good to do the big damage and also remove buffs. So we'll get rid of all their buffs. Spiders shooting a web would be nice. They do more damage than they should. You can also just get this kill. There's one enemy down. Let's bring the summons up to fight the enemy units. Every enemy archer, every enemy range unit in general that we can get engaged by our crappy summons is a massive victory. Huge victory. I'm gonna let you eat the unicorn hit, and then you're gonna back off and hit the unicorn. We could do budding strength, or we could just shoot the unicorn. Best to get the damage on, I think. Go up and get that archer. Try to lower their morale. No magic for us this game. We'll go ahead and shoot you. A little bit of damage, a little bit of healing. What are you capable of doing now? You've got restoration. You've got dome of protection too. If I ran up here and I did a dome, what if I spurred this guy to action and then dropped a big old summon cloud over here to be annoying? And then I'll do a dome of protection. And then I guess you'll take a shot. Nice. Even if you miss, you heal, which is really quite powerful. So I think he just did an Anthem of Victory or a Steel Fury chant. Yeah, okay. Losing a couple units here or there. It's a slightly suboptimal battle for me. Jesus. There's that big old blast he just did. But again, the Horned God strikes once again. It just does a ridiculous amount of AoE damage, and then you can't escape from its bullshit vines. Let's drop the BS vines here. You should be able to finish him. You should be able to shoot a fat web. Why only a 30% chance to hit? Break his retaliation, and then break his soul. Perfect. He is now dead. Break the unicorn soul. Let me get that kill. Perfect. Face him. Can you... Oh, you can't. You can eat this corpse. Can you eat that corpse for me? Thank you. Face him, and then defense mode. Charge that archer. Charge that archer. I don't care if you get damaged. That's not really important to me. The important thing is that we get the kills. Every kill we secure lowers the enemy morale. This archer should be fairly easy for us to kill too. Bang, bang. He's now fleeing. We may as well kill him. Can you get behind him? Boom. Morale is now very low for our enemies. Get up there. So got a horny god. Blast him. Nice little bit of healing. What do you got in terms of abilities? Rally. Restore. You do have a hindering blizzard. We can drop that. Not bad, not bad. What other abilities? I don't see anyone else with moves available, so we'll just end our turn. They're on the verge of breaking. I think if I were to focus fire this hero, we could break the enemy. Get that kill. I think they'll flee. Yeah, perfect. Enemies flee. They all die and or, you know, whatever. She might set herself up for another counterattack. I'll go clear that Spelljammer just so I have a better chance. Yep, she retreats inside. Lesson learned on her behalf. Get absolutely destroyed. Let's begin the siege of Lithium. We shall start the siege, add siege projects. Tremor Ritual, that's +6. Bolt Repeaters, that's 4. Arcane Maelstrom, sure. Headlong Assault, sure. So it's a 4-turn breach. Still a 4-turn breach. What if I forced marched? There's not really much I need to update you guys on. Like, I'm just kind of clicking through the turns to make stuff happen. But mostly I'm just surrounding cities and attacking them constantly. Oh, I forgot to finish the siege over here. I think the siege was ready. Please no crash. Yeah, the siege was ready here and I forgot to finish it. Oh, well, I'll finish it next turn. Okay, so Lithium has 3 more turns on the siege. We're about to siege her capital of Bulwark. Let's get that siege started. Right, we'll come in here, we'll start the siege. It'll be a 16-turn siege. Now, there's only 7 turns left in the game. So in order to actually make this work, we're going to need a Tremor Ritual. That's 10 turns. We don't want to lift the siege. Bolt Repeaters, that's 8 turns. Headlong Assault, that's 7. Arcane Maelstrom, that's 6. So if I can get some golems in range of the city too, to bring that down. I do have a lot of golems in the area. I have a lot of low-tier units. I'm going to take these Sunderers to go find the Spelljammers. Now, in order to hit the Spelljammer, I'll need to find there's a sanctuary somewhere here, and I gotta go find it. So I'm gonna force march. There's the rulers. There's the sanctuary over there. So let me grab a high-speed unit like this knight. We'll move to the sanctuary. We stand on the sanctuary. We start the pillage. Then we can start the pillage on the Spelljammer. And then we can move units in to position. Stacks upon stacks upon stacks, pouring through the underground. I love the idea that, like, I think one of the updates they're going to make to the game is where if you stand a unit on an underground passage and another person tries to use that underground passage to, like, transmit down, only one unit stack can participate in that battle. I love the idea. I need to just, I think what I got to do after I finish this game is I got to go have a shower and listen to sea shanties. Because, dude, I've been on a sea shanty kick for a couple months now. I'm on Sea Shanty Road, if you know what I mean. Can't stop listening to him. And for the longest time, I was playing Dota with the Yogs. And one of the guys is from, I think, the Longest Johns. I was like, we were completely didn't realize it. And I was like sitting there listening to his music, didn't know who he was. I was like, man, these are like Longest John guys. These are like, this is great, you know. I've always wanted to be, you know, but that's actually something that's true. I did always want to be in sort of like a choral sea shanty-ish kind of group. But I'm not in their group, but it was really funny that I met them. And if I had actually, you know, been any good at sea shantying, maybe we could have jammed out. I'm not good. I may just, I'll see how the auto combat rolls out. If I lose like 2 or 3 units, I might just fight it manually. I think I'm at a point now where these battles are easy for me, but maybe hard for my AI. Yeah. I mean, look, if this is what the AI is getting, why would I? Boom, Tin Wall is taken. We will vassalize that conquered city. I think we just like obliterated Zetevika. Now she's the weakest in military. Her expansion is getting crippled. Her magic and economy is still strong as hell. But I'm now #1 ranking. I do wish there was a little bit more information on like what goes into this ranking. My unit upkeep has gone wild, which is kind of fun. Oh, I think we might have, we almost crashed again. I really am pushing the game to the limits here of what the designers intended. Just forts marching my stacks across the world, around the world. Where are we heading next, boys? Where are we dropping? I reckon we head our kind of over towards Silverdam, I guess. I think this is it though. This is all the damage we're going to be able to do to her economy, which I think was enough. That we're taking out 2 cities plus her capital. Maybe that will result in her death and defeat. It's possible. I've like researched the vast majority of the tech tree already, which is kind of fun. I mean, we're making 800 knowledge per turn. That's ridiculous. 1 more turn and then Lithium is ready to be taken out. I reckon I can just start smashing the end turn button and let things take their course. I will force march my golden golems to the capital city battle because I would like them to participate in that. It would be fun to have like a full stack of golden golems, golden gods, stomping around on the enemy capital city. The city of Lithium will fall and by my hand, as it were. Should be an easy auto resolve. Boom. That's a wrap for the city of Lithium. We will of course vassalize that bad boy and we're going to come on down to the other side. Get these golden gods into position. I am a golden god. So 5 turns until score victory. Well, technically 4. But it's about to happen. We're about to win. The victorious green is moments away. Force march. Head underground. 1, 2, 3. Pull these guys out. Put the stack of golden gods all together. Oh yeah. Now that's a stack. Oh, oh man. Oh, she's counterattacking. Well. You wish to face me and my golden gods, you fool. You absolute fool. I have access to supreme magic, dangerous technology, and GigaChat golden golems. So I suppose the first thing I'm going to do is move Tyranna Squall to the left to be the leader of the golden gods. I'm going to surround her in golden gods, and then she is going to do... We'll do a little soothing breeze. We'll do a little dome of protection. Why didn't my other units get healed? I don't understand. Ah, they have something preventing them from being healed. They're exhausted. I see. Exhausted units can't be healed. Makes sense. But I think in this particular battle, we can just go straight for the throat. We don't need to pussyfoot around. Whoa. Zetevika has 20 defense. Let's Anthem of Victory. Let's do a mass rejuvenation. I'll awaken. Get a little Dusk Hunter shootage in. I didn't realize that she would be so powerful in terms of her defense. I wasn't expecting her ability to resist damage to be so high. But her ability to resist damage doesn't match my ability to dish out damage. I mean, she's trying. Lord help her, she's trying. I think my units are just like really tanky. I think that's a genuine issue for her. Like she's doing, like my units have insane effective HP because they have a combination of really high health and really high defenses. And I just don't think that they don't know what to do with that. I like the Giant Slayer, fighting the Giant Slayer. That's a fun thing. Now, we have given them the golden curse. Let's have a look what we could do here. Yeah, if I shoot this spider, it should kill it, which will open up options for pushing units forward to actually deal damage, which is ideal because I want to be dealing damage. I don't want to do another Anthem of Victory. What if I conjured a Divine Bacon? The Divine Bacon. I think it would be natural for me to use Healing Sap right now. Provide myself with a bit of defense. And then I think we take out this Wolfie guy. Hunters mark him. You awaken this archer. This archer is now Giga awakened. Blast, blast, blast. That was like over 100 damage. And then you'll blast, blast, blast for your own 100 damage. And then you're going to shield and you'll blast him. I got to figure out what to do on this left side. It's a little bit less clear. Maybe we should just Gilded Strike this kid. Let's Gilded Strike him. Inquisitor. Dealt with. Bang. Bang. Attack all nearby gilded units. Let's overchannel for a exhilarating pollen. Oh yeah, we'll do that again next turn. I'll poison dart a fool. I actually think the golden gods aren't as strong as like my other units. I know that's going to sound wild right now, but I actually think they're worse because they don't get a lot of my enchantments. So I think in their effort to nerf mythic units by making them their own type of unit so they don't benefit from a whole bunch of different buffs, they've actually made mythic units worse in a lot of respects than other units in the ultra late game. Don't get me wrong, like these are still strong units. That's not what I'm saying. But they're not as strong as they should be. See if you can get gilded on this guy. He was gilded. Can you gilded blast? You get him. Boom. Oh man, that's 84 gilded damage. It's just gross. A lot of my units here got stunned. I think they did some sort of time stop on me. Get that kill. Their morale is now low. It should go even lower. Can I cause a mass rout? Oh, I already did. The only thing left are the units that ignore morale, like these golden golems, or the iron golems rather. We should be able to deal with those fairly easily. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Zap, zap. 1, 2, 3, and that is a wrap for me. I will claim victory immediately. We have successfully obliterated Zetevica, taken her capital city. Well, we haven't quite taken her capital city, but we obliterated Zetevica. She's coming in force, actually, to reinforce her cap. Going to be a fun series of battles, that will. All we have to do now is to capture Bulwark, to take her off the field of battle, and I think then we have secured a score victory. I've played Civilization 6 for like 7 years, and never once done a score victory, like a legitimate one. And people have asked me to do it. It's because it's really boring, right? That's all. It's just really boring to do a score victory. I'm sorry. Oh man, the hordes are pouring through. We're through, man. Right, I'll just start ending my turn. Shift enter. Finish the old turn off. All right, Bulwark will fall. This is the turn that I win the game. We already fought the battle with Zetevica, so I don't see a reason to fight this battle. We already, quote unquote, did the winning game battle, if you get me. We're just going to take out her capital city. She isn't the last person in the world, but there isn't enough time to conquer the other last person in the world. So we're just going to accept this as the sort of thing that means she is dead and wiped off the planet. And as such, I have basically eliminated almost all of my rivals. And since she's eliminated, she no longer has magical doodly boops. I will migrate this to Immortal Illdoers, and I guess we achieved our objective, so I'm just going to end the game. I'm just going to end the turns and let my victory speak for itself. And that, my friends, is an end to the High Evil game. I had a ton of fun playing this. You know, we just have to end the turn, I think, 2 more times. I want to say that this is an end to my time with Age of Wonders 4, at least in terms of like gameplay. We will probably do a couple of extra videos, just a general informational content, feedback, thoughts about the game, things I liked, things I didn't like, things I could like to see changed. And yeah, we'll check it out whenever new DLC comes out, but we'll probably go back to playing Civ 6 and a whole bunch of other 4X games, because I have decided that variety is the spice of life, and we're going to make some changes. Changes. I've been working on a Patreon thing for quite a while, and I have what I would think to be a very nice setup that I think you guys are going to like. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter and end the game. File could not be saved for the following reason. No more free slots in this session. Please free up save space and save again. Awesome. Score victory. Turn 151. We did it, Reddit. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey. We made a real journey. If I zoom out and I scroll back to the depths of time, you can see just how many people we killed. Boom, there we killed Blue. And then we killed someone else. I don't remember. Someone got killed somewhere. I think it was maybe Underground. Yeah, the Underground guy got killed. Did we kill him? I think we did. And then we killed Yaka. And then we killed a couple people at the end there. Everyone died. Everyone died to me. They're all dead. I wonder how many Pantheon points I'm getting for this game. Tyrannus Squall will absolutely be joining my Pantheon as one of the Ascended heroes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost 8. Damn. Okay, so 500 for winning. 350 for Cities Conquered. 160 for House Allegiance. 550 for House Vassalized. 400 for Empire Defeats. 400 for Hero Defeated. 600 for Hero Levels. 500 for Tome Unlocks. 125 for Ancient Wonder Defeats. Infestations 100. And Alliances 100. That was a fun ass game. I got 7 Pantheon points for that. I've almost finished out the tree. I think there's like just a few little chunks left for me to clear up. I think I literally have like 1 Pantheon point that I need left. Here are all the Pantheon leaders that I think I've won a game with or are in my Pantheon for some reason. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Age of Wonders 4. We'll be back with Age of Wonders 4 one day, but I don't know if it will be soon. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Catch you on the flip side. Hope you guys will enjoy the upcoming content. Bye-bye.